instructions of God. Every instruction that comes from his prophet, we must obey them exactly the way they are. There are so many of us, we are at the same position. The devil has held us bound because we cannot obey simple instructions. I told us the other day, I said instructions, if an instruction comes from the prophet and we don't obey that instruction exactly the way that instruction has been given, we are not different from somebody who did not obey. And so most of the times, we put God at a situation where we say God is the one who is not answering our prayer, or he is the one who is not keeping to the promise. Where the problem is not God, the problem is us. Because if we don't obey it exactly the way it has been given, no wonder when God asked Moses to build the ark, the Bible says he gave him all the precision, exactly the way to do it. So every time God gives us an instruction, when we move 1 inch out of that instruction, when we murmur before we obey, we did not obey. When they say we are meeting by 4 and we come by 4:30, we did not obey. And so at the end of the day, we put God at the fault. We put God at the blame that he is the one who is not meeting to his own part of the bargain, not knowing that the problem is us. Am I talking to somebody this morning? The third way to experience upward movement is forgetting the things of the past and focus on the future. One of the things that has held a lot of us down is because we keep thinking of what happened in the past and we forget about the plan of God. No wonder he says, for I alone know the plans that I have towards you. They are plans of good and not of evil. Don't mind what happened in the past. Forget about how many times you have failed. Focus on the plan that God has for you. Am I talking to somebody? Most of the times, you realize that we are afraid to move steps. We are afraid to take certain decisions because we say, I tried it last time, it did not work. I tried it last time and it failed. Forget about how many times you have failed. As a matter of fact, God was just trying to make you fail the first time so that you can enjoy the success this time. Am I talking to somebody? The fact that you failed when all of your friends wrote and passed, the fact that you tried that business and you did not succeed, God made you to come late because he had plan of making you the latest. Am I talking to somebody this morning? Forget about the past. Forget about how many times you have tried and you have failed. God has a perfect plan for us. God has a perfect plan. God has a perfect plan. Sama, I know you have tried it before, you have failed, but forget about it. God has a plan for you. God has plans for everyone. Am I talking to somebody? The fourth way to experience upward movement is relying on God's strength and not on yourself. Relying on God's strength and not on yourself. Most of the times, most of us fail sometimes because we believe that we can do it by our strength. Most of us believe that success only comes by our effort. Most of us believe that we can only achieve things by our effort. But the Bible speaking the other day, it said, by strength shall no man prevail. Which means if every man must move forward, you must depend on the strength of God. You must depend on the strength of God. You must depend on the strength of God. And one thing I understood about the strength of God is that the strength of God can never be revealed when a man thinks he is strong. The strength of God can never be revealed in your life the moment you think you are strong. No wonder the Bible says the other day, he said, let he that think he standeth tall, let him take heed, lest he may fall. So strength in the kingdom is not by muscles. Strength in the kingdom is not by influence. Strength in the kingdom is not by your size. Strength in the kingdom is relying on God's strength. Every man who must say, I have strength, is one who depends on the strength of God. Am I talking to somebody? Am I talking to somebody? Most of the times we fail in life. Most of the times we have good principles, we have good plans. But we fail with those plans, we fail with those principles because we are depending on our strength and we forget about the strength of God. The Bible says for his strength is made manifest in our weakness. So every time a man look at himself and say, no, I cannot do it without the strength of God, then the strength of God becomes manifest. Am I talking to somebody this morning? Depend on God's strength. Depend on God's strength. The Bible says, by strength shall no man prevail. Sama, your strength cannot take you to where you want to go. As a matter of fact, no wonder the Bible says the strongest of us is like a child in the kingdom. So no matter how strong you think you are, it is the strength of God that pushes men forward. Am I talking to somebody? Am I talking to somebody? The fifth way to experience upward movement is by walking by faith and not by sight. Walking by faith and not by sight. Sama, every man that must move forward is a man who will stop seeing the circumstances surrounding him. It's a man who will stop looking at the things that are focused around and focus on what God has said. Because every time you think of moving forward, you will always see things that will distract you. You will always see things that will want to press you at the same position. At that point in time, you have to stop looking at the circumstances that are surrounding you. You have to stop looking at those weaknesses around your life. You have to stop looking at those challenges that are around your life and look up to Jesus, who is the author and the finisher of our faith. Stand up on your feet. One prayer point I want us to do this morning before I drop the mic. We are going to cry, oh God, in this season, may I experience upward movement. In this season, let there be a push that will take my life to another dimension. Let there be a force that will take my life to another dimension. Say, oh God, my Father.
Oh God, my Father.
Oh God, my Father.
Oh God, my Father.
As I pray this morning, by reason of this encounter, by reason of this encounter, let there be a push in my life. Let there be a force to push my life forward. Open your mouth and make that prayer this morning.
Jesus, let them be a push in my life.